It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're going to look here at Derrick Henry. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Titans and the Saints, and it's all up next.
The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Tennessee Titans and the New Orleans Saints. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gotw. Glad to be enjoying another week of football. And Charles, this is a contest that should make a former defender like yourself very happy, that's for sure, because we got a pair of top 5 defenses in the NFL squaring off. And opportunities to score, well, they figure to be extremely limited.
And partner, you know, my smile is wide because this is a lot of fun for a guy like me to watch, as you noted. And if there's something else that we both know that these teams take pride in, it's how well their defense have done to controlling games and putting them in a position to win. Something else they're proud of, though, how high they rank in the league. And they're trying to use this game to move up in those rankings and become the top defense in the league.
Turn to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm time when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 17 carries, 80 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Defensively, really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept them short of a first down on first and second down. And then on third down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So here come the Saints now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2nd and 9 now. Going right back to Michael Thomas. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, they were discovering on this drive. is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And Thomas has it. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The Saints at 6-5 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That's good for the Saints.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Back to throw here. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7th. They're going to look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2nd and 9 from the 44. They'll set up to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
We ought to come up up with a T-shirt and selling that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. The offense on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Dancing away at the 35. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And this offense can get their tight ends involved. They can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Minutes gone by, second quarter. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop. And it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Back to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints push the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive possession drive number 2 leads them right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just a second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. It's complete to Hopkins. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He gets it to Burks again. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Henry. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the interception on the opening drive, but bounced back to throw a touchdown last time out. And he'll look to build on that as they start 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Olave over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. He'll look to throw. The pass caught by Olave. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive here, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6, though, partner, but you'll take the 3. And I think they have to be happy by the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
This taken in at the goal line. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game. Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Here's Kamara off the draw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good for a Saint. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Here's a 2nd and 7. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's pulled in by Michael Thomas. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. So they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Wants to try to end the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they're a long 11-play drive. And it was Taysom Hill who finished it off with a touchdown. Ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 3. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion Hopkins. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. On first down, Spears. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On play action, they'll throw. Out to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to throw here. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans. Rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Spears. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he's out right at the 25. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen.
Now Mike Vrabel unsure of that last call. He's going to throw out the red flag.
Play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch, because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Here's the call. So a good decision there by Mike Vrabel. They correctly contest that call. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Back to throw now on first down. He gets this one to Burks. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll run on first down. Spears, and he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Second and 5. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw.
Touchdown! Traylon Burks from 19 yards away. And the Titans are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Now back to throw. The pass caught by Olave. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. What's good on the extra point? And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
2nd and 9 now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Back to throw again. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he will have a Titans first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the out route, he's got Burks. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They'll look to throw again. On the slant, DeAndre Hopkins. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26. Now a handoff up the middle. Spears.
And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 4. Up the middle they go. Spears. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
The New Orleans offense set to take over.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run it again with Kamara. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. On third down, here's Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that fourth down.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Saints, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.
It's Week 14 of the National Football League. And coming up, it's the Commanders Rocket.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere.
It's Week 14 of the NFL, and we'll see Kirk Cousins after his...
An excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced
So no shortage.
It's the
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to the
It's week 14 of the 2023 season, and we'll see Fred Warner. He's been a core contributor.
ball game this.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see Christian Kirk. He's one of the league's best, currently third in the NFL.
The win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and the spotlight is on these Chiefs teams. It's week 4.
Just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't. It's Madden NFL 23. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' leader at quarterback. Charles, a lot of happy. It's week 14 of the 2023 season. And up next, it's Deshaun Watson, as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more.
season, and that was